guys? Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my Week 7 NFL football predictions. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, let's kick it off with the first game, which is Miami versus Indy. I've got that game going 24 to 10 to Indianapolis. I think the Colts have been doing pretty well without Anthony Richardson at quarterback. Joe Flacco's been doing pretty good. Who is not back, so we're probably going to be seeing a very good game from the Indianapolis Colts and a struggle from the Miami Dolphins, whether it be Tyler Huntley or Skylar Thompson. I think that Miami is not ready to put another quarterback in. I think this team is a Tua Tagovailoa team, meaning that if the quarterback is not Tua, then it won't work. That's what I believe. I believe this is a system that works for Tua, not for his backups. So they're going to struggle and lose this game. Up next, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Buffalo Bills, and I got the Bills winning at 35 to 12. I think Josh Allen is going to be pretty good this game. He's going to pass it to his new wide receiver, Amari Cooper, who got in a trade this week. And obviously, we got James Cook in the backfield, so that's going to be a very good run plays for him in today's game. The defense, pretty good as well. And the Tennessee Titans with Will Levis are just not good. They're not performing as well as they should. So I do, in fact, believe Buffalo will take the win without a shadow of a doubt. Now, moving on to the Battle of Ohio between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. I have this game going 13 to 7 in favor of the Cincinnati Bengals. The Browns and Deshaun Watson are not performing as well. The only reason why they haven't benched Deshaun is most likely his contract. That is the only reason. Otherwise, the Cincinnati Bengals have a franchise quarterback in Joe Burrow, but the team is not performing. Neither is the Cleveland Browns. It's just going to be two teams that are basically just in the gutters right now. So I'm thinking that the Bengals will sneak out the win, and most likely the Browns are just gonna suffer with Deshaun Watson until they can actually let go of his contract. Otherwise, they're gonna pay like $80 to $70 million in dead cap. Otherwise, so yeah. Other than that, I think the Bengals will win. Now, moving on to the Houston Texans versus the Green Bay Packers. I got the Texans winning at 24 to 13. Jordan Love's pretty good, but CJ Stroud and the Texans are better. I believe that he'll make some big plays to Stephon Diggs or Tank Dell or whoever other receiver or tight end they got. The running backs, they're going to be doing a decent job. And the Green Bay Packers, they're just not going to do well, at least defensively. I think that defensively they're screwed. But when it comes to the quarterback, obviously, the running backs, I think they'll do a pretty decent job. But they won't be good enough to take down the Houston defense and CJ Stroud and the Houston offense. Now on to the Detroit Lions versus the undefeated Minnesota Vikings. And I got the Vikings winning at home 20 to 18. Very close game. We're going to be seeing a very good game as well against the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. To be honest, this game could go either ways. I think that the Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings are the two teams that will make the playoffs from the NFC North. No doubt in my mind. One of them, obviously, as a division champion. In my opinion, that is a coin flip. So, in the end, I have the Vikings squeaking out a win with a game-winning field goal, most likely. So, yeah, Sam Darnold, you have done pretty well for a team that you're not going to run in 2025. Now, on to the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants, and I got the Eagles winning at 12 to 3. I think that the Giants, they're not going to go good against this Eagles defense. Although the Eagles offense ain't going to do that well either. I think there's going to be some mistakes, but not big enough of mistakes to not take the win. I think still that Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and all those other guys like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are going to be good assets for the Philadelphia Eagles on this matchup in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But obviously, I don't have them winning, so let's move on because the Eagles are taking the win in New York. Now, to kick off the late hour games, we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles Rams. And I've got the Rams winning at 23 to 14. The Las Vegas Raiders, they are just not performing as well as they should. Obviously, their quarterback of the future is not on their roster. Antonio Pierce, I think it's their head coach, not doing a good job. Definitely not. And even though the Rams are also struggling, I think they're actually more competent than the Las Vegas Raiders. And honestly, now they don't have Devontae Adams. That is a worse decision for the Las Vegas Raiders in the fact that they lost a good receiver. Because basically, when it comes down to it, now you don't have Devontae Adams. So that's going to be a very tough time against the Los Angeles Rams defense while you see Sunday Night Football, Devontae Adams catching some passes from Aaron Rodgers. Now on to the Washington Commanders at home versus the Carolina Panthers. And we get the Jaden Daniels Commanders going to win 27-13. I think that the Commanders will be just fine. The Carolina Panthers are going to get the first overall pick most likely. But in the end, when it comes down to it, I think Jaden Daniels has been doing pretty well. Potential rookie of the year. But when it comes down to it, is this team going to continue on their impressive lead in the NFC East? Probably not. But still, this is a definite win for the Washington Commanders. Now for our final game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, undefeated, going up against the San Francisco 49ers, the new NFC West division leaders. I got the Chiefs winning this 24-21 though. So hopefully, for me, that the San Francisco 49ers do lose this game, and then we see the Seattle Seahawks win against the Atlanta Falcons. Because if that happens, obviously Seattle gets back to number one. But that's besides the point. The point being, I think Patrick Mahomes will be doing pretty well in this game. So will Brock Purdy. Their defenses are not going to be in there, neither of theirs. But when it comes down to it, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of pass plays for the receiving core of the Chiefs, and potentially for George Kittle, Deebo Samuels, and all that on San Francisco's side. We're going to be seeing a shootout most likely, just going at it until we reach 24-21. So yeah, I'm thinking that there is no way that we're going to be seeing either of the undefeated teams losing their first game this week. Now that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also tell me down in the comments below, out of all these games, who do you think will win and who do you think will lose? Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.